Oh, hi. Welcome to another episode of Dishes by Kevin. It goes to law school. Like, is that a law school graduate Tupperware? No, I'm not. Okay. All right. So I'm going to transfer these dishes, and because I got to make some room. And actually, it's okay if they go on the contaminated side because they're going to get washed quite religiously. And by that, I mean vigorously. Just a drink of water. You got to stay hydrated when you're doing dishes. You don't want to get high and dry and not even be able to finish out a load. That would be hell. Well, hell's an exaggeration. I think I use that a little bit too often. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna make room. Really, pot lids are possibly going to be the death of me. I mean, there's no easy way to keep these guys stored in a New York apartment. It's just, they're incorrigible. But if you're patient and you make as much room as you possibly can, and you're basically willing to compromise and live a life of mediocrity, you can do it. You can find a spot to put those. I'm gonna get this thing rinsed out so I can pop it into the recyclables. Every once in a while, you're gonna find a dish that, oh man, that is funky. That is, it's not even actually a real dish. What it is just a container. That's an interesting distinction. See, a container doesn't have the respect that it deserves to live on in a kitchen. It's going to get chucked, and once it's contained as much as it, as much as it can. This was a container of Just Egg, our sponsor for today's show, episode 16, and it's for a plant-based scramble. It's a vegan egg mix made from plants, not chickens. Just in case you had any questions about that. It's got a lot of stuff in it, mostly water and a little bit of mung bean protein isolate, which I don't know how I feel about mung bean. It reminds me of some things that were traumatizing in my childhood, but it's pretty good if you want to try a vegan egg substitute. I definitely give it fairly high regards in that sense. Just chuck this into the recyclables. Is there anything else that needs to go in there while we're doing it? No, I don't think so. Probably yes. I just don't see it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is to do this approach, which is this really streamlined process. You're gonna have to empty out your sink first, which God help you if you don't have space. I did create a bit of a problem over here. I've got a pot with bleach in it that I was using. I was trying to clean something that was being really irascible. I'm gonna have to glove up because I don't want to reach my hands into this bleach and then accidentally rub my eye. Then I'm out of the game for maybe life. So I'm gloving up. What kind of gloves do you guys use? Please comment below. I'm going to use one dishwashing glove because it's all I've got right now. There was another one. I think I was really constipated one time, and actually I'm not going to tell that story, but the watch is coming off. I don't need a watch right now. I got a clock right next to the sink, so I think why two timepieces in this close of a vicinity? Okay, so now let's take a peek at this. This thing, I had this silicone. Oh no! All right, this is a piece of silicone silicone. I don't know, food silicone. This thing that had this black mold on it, and it looks like most of it has come off. But the fact that not all of it has is quite sad. Not going to show it to you yet because, oh, but this guy, well, this is a drain cover, which if you had seen this thing before, it was basically covered in black, what looked like the bubonic plague. It was disgusting, and now it looks like it's been soaking in bleach for about 2 days, and it may just dissolve in my hand. But at least it's not covered in mold anymore, and that's really what the operation was all about. Yeah, it is physically breaking down. I'm just going to wrench this splint off, if that's okay with you. This looks like it's going to be a full hour episode, so buckle up. And if you are doing dishes, slow down so I can catch up. I hate to be a laggard, but that's the closest thing that I could think of as a slur for people like me. Yeah, this thing is still... This bad boy smells like it's on the swim team in high school, if you know what I'm talking about. And it just had a long practice. I'm going to take a peek at this silicone food thing. I use this guy, trying not to get this dripping on my face. I use this bad boy on the area next to the sink, so you can lay other dishes on it, prop up some cups, some plates and things, let them dry if you run on a dryer rack space. Now you're gonna see here, like, this is miraculously much cleaner than it was before, but we see that, like, that's disgusting. And I was scrubbing that with all my might, couldn't get it off. It was covered in that, and now it's almost gone. The question is, whoa, can we get it off now, or do we soak this thing even longer and just give it the real business? It really helps to have 2 gloves. I have found that that's why gloves are made in pairs, because hands are. And I'm gonna glove up. I'm gonna have to put a second glove on. So just don't go anywhere, okay? Let's see. I hope your week has been going well. How's your quarantine? You got any cool quarantine tidbits you want to share? Are you not self-isolating? Are you out there mixing with the public, maybe harassing people, or I don't know what you're doing. I know that at 7 p.m. today, I hung my head out the window. It was actually 7:15, and people make a lot of noise in New York City as it's kind of like New Year's Day. They're like clapping and clanging pots and pans, which is really my kind of thing. And then it's intended for the healthcare workers, so they know that we care about them, which we do. But if you stick your head out at 7:15 p.m. because you're late and you're being spontaneous, the death of ritual, this is our theme today, you might catch a healthcare worker, a woman in scrubs, who's just on her way to a late shift, and you might as well just be saying, "Whoo, yeah, get it, you can get it, thank you." And I realized that I've now become a catcaller. Not intentional. I was trying to celebrate her sacrifices, and so timing is of the essence. That's part of what comedy is all about. Yeah, this stuff ain't just coming off. This is one of the most. This might be. I'm afraid this might be ground zero for COVID-19. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure. If you can send that a picture, could someone get a screen cap of that, send it to the CDC, because I'm afraid I might have COVID-19, the original, in my kitchen. I'm going to submerge this again. It is shocking what this mold has done to my self-esteem. I'm gonna put it back in for the win. I put this lid on it. Whoops, that's the wrong size lid. So one thing about lids that I am going to say today